Follow for more. And when I was 17, my dad looked me dead in the eyes and said, "You'll never amount to anything." That sentence almost destroyed me, but it also became the reason I refused to quit. I grew up in a house where nothing was ever good enough. If I got a B on a test, I should have gotten an A. If I made $100, I should have made $200. If I worked hard, someone else was working harder. At first, I thought he was just trying to motivate me, but eventually I realized, no matter what I accomplished, it would never be enough. One night I told him I wanted to start building my own future. I wanted more than just surviving paycheck to paycheck. I wanted to learn new skills, maybe start a business, maybe invest, maybe create something people actually cared about. He laughed, not because the idea was funny, but because he genuinely believed I wasn't capable. Then he said something I'll never forget. "People like us don't become successful. Stop wasting your time." That sentence replayed in my head for years. Every failure made me believe he was right. Every mistake convinced me maybe I really wasn't good enough, so I almost quit. I almost accepted an average life because someone else convinced me that was all I deserved. Then one morning I looked at myself in the mirror. I realized something. If I kept believing other people's opinions, I'd spend the rest of my life living someone else's expectations. That day I made one decision. I stopped talking. I stopped telling people my plans. I stopped looking for approval. Instead, I started waking up an hour earlier, reading every day, learning skills after work, saving money instead of wasting it, working on goals nobody knew about. For months, nothing happened. Then months turned into years. Eventually, the habits started paying off. I became healthier, stronger, more disciplined, more confident. Not because life suddenly became easier, but because I kept showing up on the days I didn't feel like it. The funny thing is, the people who laughed at me eventually stopped laughing. Some even asked me for advice. But by then, I wasn't trying to prove them wrong anymore. I was proving my younger self wrong, the kid who believed he wasn't enough. If you're watching this and someone has convinced you that you'll never become anything, remember this. People will always tell you what they think your limits are. Only you get to decide if they're right.